stomach. So I thought I'd write the words down because I did have some definite thoughts, and then we're going to have a presentation. Just take a few minutes and then we'll have dessert, okay? So, I had often asked the question of Mom, Grandma, to most of you, as to the age she thought that a person could be considered old, and the answer was always very predictable. It was always about 10 years older than she was at the time. I remember asking her when she was 90, and she thought for a moment, scratched her head, and 95 sounds pretty old to me. And age is a relative thing, and by that I mean it is always another relative who is old. And in this case, it's Don, not me. We are here to celebrate Don's turning 70 years old today, or young, as the case may be. Don reminds me a lot of Mom. As a matter of fact, I have often thought that Don inherited the best of both Mom and Dad. Don inherited Dad's love of Scripture, his love of learning and reading, and Don inherited Mom's strong but simple faith. Don, like Dad, seeks and mines biblical truth as if searching for precious metal. Proverbs talks of searching as for silver. But Don is not only an enthusiastic seeker of truth, but Don, like Mom, always takes what he knows and simply but tenaciously throws it at life's circumstances, believing that God means what he has said and trusts God to deliver on his promises and truth. Don and Linda have had a lot of what some would call adverse circumstances over the years. In their human frailty, but more importantly with Don's unshakable faith in God's providence and presence, and with the huge measure of God's grace, Don and Linda have met these challenges. Don and Linda let the Lord use these testings to make them better and not bitter. I've seen a lot of older, bitter people due to the circumstances of life but their reaction to the circumstances. God brings the circumstances, but his purpose is to make us better, certainly not to make us bitter. I've never heard them complain of their circumstances. I know they were often brought tears, but never complained. You know, that's my definition of a hero. Most of those we call heroes are called that because they are flamboyant, wealthy, super talented, or for some reason in the public's eye. According to Scripture, one reference would be Hebrews 11 that you're all familiar with. A hero is one who does what God asks while in a predicament of God's design and simply acts in faith even though the situation may look impossible. Dad was a hero for many years, Grandpa to most of you. I wish we could have remembered more his years of sacrifice and faithful service. Mom was a hero from her teenage years to the day she died. Don is a hero to me and to many others. We will never know how many lives in Gainesville and elsewhere that Don's life was touched, and to whom he has been God's light. I'm proud to call Don brother. He deserves that title and many more. Happy birthday, Don. And may the Lord give you as many more as it takes to be around to do all of your siblings' eulogies. We don't want to have to start paying somebody back. We're all too tight. So stick around, Don. And now for a short presentation of a gift for Don. And
hey, listen,
there's a bunch of crazy stuff that I don't know what's. Who packed this, Beth? Anyway, here's an envelope.
I heard of a guy one time who received a glowing introduction, and he got up and he said that was so wonderful. He said, I wish my parents could have been here to hear it. He said my dad would have appreciated it, my mother would have believed it.
Fogo de Chão. Anybody? In Atlanta? Really? Gary, have you heard of Fogo de Chão? It's a Brazilian steakhouse where you go and
that says it's a once in a lifetime thing.
it's a once in a lifetime. And
I'll be your driver for that.
that certificate is enough for 2 people generously and 3 people if you might want to throw in a couple dollars.
Wow.
Okay?
Thank
It's a
you.
wonderful place. The salad bar, you have never seen anything like the salad bar before.
I'm not going there for salad.
No, don't
Said
fill,
you're going.
don't fill up on
Don might
salad.
take his favorite sister.
Don't fill up on salad. There's 15 kinds of meat, including filet mignon. They keep bringing it as long as you turn over the little green button on the table. So it is really neat.
Is that down in Buckhead?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the
And-
GPS will find.
Hey, Don, look at me, show your favorite.
That's nice, thank you.
Why is that? Okay, good, that's good. Okay.
I don't know who packed this thing. There's a bunch of other stuff down here, and I don't know what this is. Does anybody recognize this? It looks to me like a 50-watt, 1,000-watt transformer, but it has a funny plug that wouldn't work over here. It's, I think it's for Germany. I think it's a transformer for Germany.
Yeah, it looks
But
just like the ones
You
in
can have it if
Czech.
you want it, Don. I don't.
Never know when
It looks
might
just
come in
like
handy.
the
It
ones
looks like
used
the
in
one-
Czech.
For Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. What in the world?
Oh, I put that in there.
That's what, was this for Ruthie or what? Sparkle cream soup? A German soup. I don't know whether we can make that. It probably didn't even have a.
Can we see?
Where's Ruthie?
Doing present.
Oh,
Maybe this goes with it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe got a theme here.
Oh, those are wrong.
These are Ronnie's guys.
Oh,
So I'm gonna leave them here because we've had them for 3 months or so.
we'll be seeing them
Oh,
on,
really? Now you can
we'll
have
be
it for
seeing
free.
them on Monday.
Are they really?
That's my travel wallet. For what?
He's been missing them for a while.
Oh.
You wanna see what's in it? I don't, see if there's anything relevant in it.
Nothing.
oh, you haven't looked yet.
Ow, ow, ow.
Wait, Don, wait just a minute. What's the other one again?
Huh?
What is the other thing in there? 2-pack? They look like passports.
Hey,
Is that mine? Huh?
can I have him call you back,
I
honey?
have my picture in it.
Wait just a minute.
Yeah.
Doug, I don't want him to break.
Okay, now I guess I need to read that.
Would you read the note, please, Don, out loud so the
Just a minute.
camera can hear you?
Don and Doug will share a brother vacation.
What's it say, Don?
Amelia won't share.
Hey there.
You read it.
I don't have a good, strong voice. Gary, come on up here. Read it so everybody can hear it, okay? All right.
He's not paying any attention right now.
Doug will share a brother vacation and retrace dad and mom's steps throughout Europe, mostly Germany, for a 2-week period from October 15th through the 29th, 2012. This is an all-expense paid trip and is given to Don in appreciation for his years of honoring the Lord with his life and for his 70th birthday.
Wow.
You ready?
Speechless.
I know that.
For the first time in 70 years.
Your boss at work says it's fine.
Really?
He says he's tickled to death.
You
He
called
said,
him.
he said, I
Did you
got
really talk to him?
He called me and asked which store you were
I
at.
got his name on my phone here somewhere. I forgot to keep a note, but he said all you need to do is just put in a slip.
Mac
Could
or?
you? Mac or who? I think it's Mac. Yeah, that sounds right.
He said you need to do mine.
Put in a paperwork for leave and
Yeah.
which said he couldn't think about standing in the way of that. You ready?
I have lived with this. You'll never know how it's.
Oh, boy. She wanted to make a presentation before we eat at
When
lunch.
did you get my passport? I had it not too long ago.
You took it with you to the
Okay.
Social Security office and I got it out of that folder when you went to